Poor Mojo Jojo. All he wants to do is destroy the Powerpuff Girls. Just wipe them from oblivion, destroy Townsville's only heroes. But the girls just keep intervening in his plans. Why can't they just let him win for once? Just once, I want to see a moment where... What if Mojo beat the Powerpuff Girls? Actually, it's called Megamind, and it's an amazing movie. Go check it out. But, I mean, if there is an episode where that happens, do not ruin it for me. Anyway, this is You Snooze, You Lose. And don't confuse it with the last episode. They both have, like, sleeper-related titles. The last one's called Dream Scheme. These are completely unrelated episodes. In this one, Mojo Jojo... Yay, we have another Mojo Jojo episode! He comes up with the perfect plan to destroy the Powerpuff Girls, involving them getting sucked up into a machine and destroyed by a laser gun, because Mojo Jojo loves to shoot the Powerpuff Girls with laser guns. That's in so many of his plans. Just someone should counter that. Anyway, so he has this perfect plan, puts it in a vanilla, in one of those, I forget the name of the envelopes, but puts an envelope, labels it, Mojo Jojo's best plan to destroy the Powerpuff Girls ever, or whatever, and goes to bed. And in the morning he's going to put his plan through. But he leaves the window open and the plans get whisked out the window and into the face of the Amoeba Boys. And the Amoeba Boys, being stupid, despite the fact that the envelope has everything written on it in bright marker, they have no idea what they have. So they're staring at it for a day, and then morning comes. Mojo Jojo's like tearing his house apart, shooting laser holes in his wall trying to find it. And meanwhile, the Amoeba Boys are just still sitting there baffled, so they chuck it, and the Powerpuff Girls come by. They see the blueprints, don't realize this is Mojo Jojo's plan, and think, oh, it's a scavenger hunt for a machine. That's a ride. And the girls, with the help of the Amoeba Boys, put Mojo Jojo's evil machine together. And just as they're about to be destroyed, Mojo Jojo sees what's going on and just knocks the Amoeba Boys out of the laser gun chair so he can be the one to destroy them. Girls end the plan anyway. Think Mojo Jojo is just acting for the Amoeba Boys, but the Mojo Jojo comes and says, "No, I was the one who made the plan. I'm the evil genius. They are idiots." And he goes to jail. Yes, I go to jail. Wait, what did I just say? I love impersonating Mojo Jojo. But yeah, overall, this was a fun episode. A lot of it has to do with, again, the characters, the girls, Mojo Jojo, and the Amoeba Boys. Like, just really fun characters. I mean, the Powerpuff Girls are a little too oblivious in this, but I don't mind at all since it leads to so much comedy in terms of how, like, you know, it's so adorable how they're just, again, they have no idea how they're literally falling right into the trap. They are, first off, they get all the parts Mojo Jojo needs for the machine, which for some reason includes a giant crustacean. Seriously, how did Mojo Jojo plan on getting that? Then, bringing it all together, then they willingly go inside the machine. That's another thing. How are you going to get the girls inside the machine? But, yeah. And if it wasn't for the fact that they knew it was chewing gum, they probably would have gotten destroyed. Although, seriously, though, that was, like, the first item on the list. How did the girls, like, forget that the chewing gum was holding them in place? And seriously, Mojo Jojo, why didn't you use, like, glue or cement or something other than chewing gum? Anyway, the Amoeba Boys are also close in how they are basically, once... It's always amazing how these incompetent villains always come so close to destroying the Powerpuff Girls, and the only thing that keeps them out of it is that they're just so oblivious to how close they are. Like, you know, they can't just shoot the Powerpuff Girls. And not knowing it was chewing. Yeah. And there's the one guy who just happens to have all the parts in his mouth. It would have been funny if after the girls flew away with, like, the magnet to get the magnet crustacean and the crustacean and the bathtub, like, the Amoeba Boy just spit it all out. And yeah, the girls' interactions with the Amoeba Boys are funny. I did find it very hilarious, just how the girls don't even see the Amoeba Boys as a threat. They just are like, oh, hey, what do you out there? Oh, cool, a scavenger hunt. Obey the voice, push the button. Like, just the way Blossom delivers that, just this innocent, naive nature is just adorable. And again, Mojo Jojo's obsession, just how he's going nuts, losing for the plans. I think we can all relate to losing something and then tearing our rooms apart, just trying to find. I think Mojo Jojo, he's looking in places where they wouldn't be. Like, he's shooting holes in his observatory. I mean, I think that's the one con, is that I wish there was a bit more Mojo Jojo in this. And once again, we have the Powerpuff Girls basically treating Mojo Jojo like his neighbor, knocking on his door and just asking the laser guys, like, here it is now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go back and find the plans to destroy you. And, like, Bubbles doesn't think anything of that. They just fly down, giant laser gun comes out of the mountain, and then they just bring it. It's like they don't even question, like, wait, why do we need a laser gun? Wait, plan, then, like, it just is so funny how oblivious it is. And, I mean, Mojo just undoes his plan, but if he hadn't mentioned the chewing gum, like, the girls probably would have been destroyed. Yeah. See a funny episode of Mojo Jojo going egotistical, and funny episode of the Amoeba Boys once again coming really close, so close to destroying the Powerpuff Girls and not even realizing it. And, let's see, so, I guess for the end, I just want to talk about, I was going to talk about losing stuff, but I think the idea of pride and doing stuff yourself, like, I think we always I don't know about you, but I always like to do a lot of stuff myself. There's something satisfying in knowing you did that. You did it on your own, you figured it out without any help, and I always feel guilty, disappointed when people do. I mean, you should always be grateful for when people help you or do something for you. I think Mojo should be grateful that he didn't have to go for all the trouble to build the laser gun. But, I don't know, there's a part of me that kind of feels a little robbed when I don't get to do something myself. Like, in elementary school, our teachers would give us these insane projects, and and again, it was this huge, daunting, overwhelming thing, and my mom would always do them for me, which, on one end, is very nice, but on the other end, I felt bad because I wasn't doing this, or when the other classmates presented theirs, I was like, I didn't do this. I didn't do anything. My mom literally took over the whole thing. And I mean, I'm sure that their parents helped or did it for them. Seriously, what was up with that elementary school? Or like when I write a paper or my parents sometimes they'll help me by just rewriting the whole thing for me with my ideas. And it's like, no, I want to write it. I want it to be what I say. Or, one of my relatives was having their birthday, and I wrote like a little sweet poem for them, and it was cheesy in the homage to the way this relative writes cheesy poems to me, and my parents were like, no, this isn't that good, I'm going to rewrite it myself. And, on one end it was a good poem, but on the other end I was just sitting there like, I feel guilty saying this. It's like, this wasn't me. So I can sort of relate to Mojo Jojo wanting to take pride in what he did, that, this is his idea, like, that, he wants people to know he's smart and stuff. Although I feel like in this context, it's probably not the best time to get thrown in jail. I mean, hey, you can have the Amoeba Boys take the fall for you, but no, Mojo Jojo just has his pride. He has to let everyone know he did it. Although seriously, why else do you think Mojo Jojo needed a laser? Why would the plans involve Mojo Jojo's laser gun? Anyway, whatever. I mean, Mojo Jojo doesn't mind jail. It gives him a lot of time to just sit there and brainstorm his next plan, which will more than likely involve another giant laser gun to fry the Powerpuff Girls, or maybe it'll be something else. I don't know. So yeah, that was You Snooze, You Lose, and yeah, Mojo definitely snoozed and he losed, and hopefully in the next time, Mojo Jojo will do a bit better, and hopefully it'll involve a laser gun. But until then, I'll see you next time. But before I go, just, in addition to putting your thoughts on this episode if you want, I'm curious, like, I was originally going to ask if you lost something valuable, what was it, and, like, how insane were you going looking for? But I think it's another question. Do you ever feel like Mojo Jojo does, like, you have to take ownership of, like, you can't let someone else do something for you, you need to, like, do it yourself? Like, do you understand Mojo Jojo's just paranoia at all, or are you like, nah, he's just crazy? See you in the next episode.